Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a good Friday. Today, I thought it would be a great idea to go over what happens when your warranty ends and you're fully responsible for buying parts for your machine. But first off, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I also want to throw out there, if you have any questions, ideas, or topics that you want me to discuss, please drop a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as I can, or we'll do a video for you. So this is the Everest part store. I or you will not get access to this until you officially purchase your machine, which I didn't really care for because there's a lot of expensive parts that go into these machines. And some of these items you can price check on Amazon. I would recommend going to Google and just typing in exactly kind of like how Everest words them is how you're going to find them in Google. For example, I found a website that did these very specific twist ties and they were a little bit cheaper, but the thing was I got free shipping, whereas with Everest all I needed was this at the moment and I would have had to pay a little hefty fee for shipping. And their ice bags are nice quality. They're pretty competitive in pricing. But again, the main topic here is once your warranty ends, you get 1 year with Everest, pretty much parts and all that. And then I think with the Scotsman Ice Maker, you get 3 years, but that's the manufacturer from Scotsman Ice Maker. I don't think Everest so much actually covers a Scotsman. Like you would have to get your local Scotsman ice guy out there to see what's going on with the machine if that breaks down. But here we go. So your filters I find are going up in price, and I'll go through that here in just a minute. So like your ice chute, I find this plastic, it's hard plastic, it breaks a lot, and it's $125 to replace that. So think about that, stuff to think about when you're getting into this business. I didn't know how much this stuff cost until I got access to this after I purchased the machine. So these they look like pills, but they're ozone disinfectant cartridge. People up north, I find what happens to them a lot is they forget to winterize this during the winter months, and these little things will freeze up and crack and pop, and next thing you know, $340 later, you're having to replace a little filter because you forgot to take it off or drain it. So my biggest issue, thank goodness I was under warranty, is I was having too much power going into the machine and I kept popping these controller boards. These are $300 a pop. I went through 1, 2, 3 of them. $900 I would have had to been out of pocket if I wasn't under warranty. And it's not like you can just buy these off of Google and expect it to work. The Everest themselves has to physically program these little motherboards. They're super easy to change out. Obviously cut your power off. I'm no electrician here, but cut your power off, test it before you go diving into this little thing. You don't want to electrocute yourself. Just a little disclaimer there. But yeah, if I was outside of my warranty, I would have been paying $300 a piece for these little motherboards. And I'm going to go through each section. They only have 11 sections here. There's one guy in the Facebook group I found. He was having a lot of issues with his bill validator and coin mechanism. Look at the price of these. I'm sure if this guy would have known that, I think he said he went through like 4 or 5 of them. And he was in with his warranty for a certain amount of period, but damn, $500 for one, and then $522 for the other if it goes down. And if it's not in warranty, man, you're responsible for that. Oh, hold on, let me go back a page real quick. This I always find is funny. Don't get sold on Everest when it comes to the free VIN coupons, $40. Come on, Everest. I tried, and it's kind of I've heard other people talk about it. I never followed through with it because it was a pain in the butt. But don't think you get these free VIN coupons with your first machine that they're going to work. No, you have to set them up with a credit card processing company. And even then, they may or may not work. I gave some to the RV park I was at, thinking they were just automatically going to work. And no, come to find out, people were getting pissed off because they couldn't get free water or free ice out of the machine. So, if you're not going to set this up on your end, don't waste your money spending $40 more on 100 VIN coupons. I'd rather just stand out front of the machine and buy ice and water for people for a day or something. Something to think about there. The descaling or the cleaning solution, sometimes you can find these cheaper on Amazon. Same for this one. Like Everest had it at $27, and I think on Amazon it's about this price. So like I said, shop around before you just go buying stuff. And then this is the blue paint. It is pretty spot on as far as matching to the machine, and it's only $16 for one can of spray paint. But keep in mind, if you don't hit a certain dollar amount, you're paying for shipping, and that spray paint goes for almost $30 at that point if you don't hit free shipping. Right here, boom, for your sterilization system, this is $315. Can't imagine having to replace that outside of my warranty. And then your base camp yearly renewal fee is $360. Not something they really tell you about in the beginning that I remember of. Maybe they've changed their systems and how they go about, sharing information with new people. And then this is just a carbon filter bundle, $170, man. And then this is a very important one, motor controller. This kind of helps the remote system and the barrel and all that fun stuff. Gets to be a little pricey. And then your flow meter, God forbid that little guy go out on you, $525. Let's see. So this actually happened to me. Whoever installed the machine, it's called a KVS sensor. It basically controls the ice production on the Scotsman ice maker. The barrel was spinning. I didn't know this. I just happened to show up to my machine one day and do my weekly check, and next thing I know, the whole thing's ripped out because the barrel, the way they had installed the wire, the spinning barrel caught it, and when that barrel spins, man, it moves, and it just ripped it right out. $230. Thank goodness I was under warranty, and they sent me one for free, quote unquote. And then another piece, I had never had any issues with this. It's called Hello Thing. It's AKA Base Camp. This is how you can turn your machine on and off remotely. If you don't get that on your machine, shame on you. This was a lifesaver for me, being able to control it remotely, because I only ran my ice maker at night because I'm here in Florida, and it's get close to 100 degrees during the day. So I didn't have the ice production. So I would turn my machine off all day long and only run it at night just to help with the cooler temperatures. Something to think about if you're out there cranking ice all day long and you're not selling it, only run it at night. Just less wear and tear on your Scotsman ice maker. Let's see. Look at that card reader. $384 for a little piece of plastic and some wires. And these guys, premium filter bundle is now $695. And they used to say it used to be a whole year supply, right? Now you might be able to get, now they change it to 6 months. But think about that, man. You're replacing this once a year, whatever. $700 for 2 filters here, 1 micron, 1 scale stick, 2 O-rings, and an ozone cartridge filter. I think when I first started, they like a couple years ago or a year or so ago, they were like 200 or in between 200 and 300. So they've literally doubled within a year since I sold the machine. Let's see. Oh, here's another one that people were having problems with in the north when it comes to winterizing the machine. These little guys would pop again. They would freeze over, and they're very difficult to get to. This one, you literally would have to crawl on the bottom of the machine. It's in the back left corner, and it's not an easy thing to get to be able to unscrew it and unplug it when you go to winterize your machine. So these little guys are very expensive. Sometimes you can find them on sale online, and some guys buy them in bulk in the group if they can find them, and it might be a good place to look for one. Because I want to say some guy found them on sale for like half the price one day, and some people were buying them. And if you need your panel replaced, because mine, when I first got the machine, I was in a windy place and I had the door open, literally ripped the whole plastic piece out at like day one of me and my wife getting this machine going, and thank goodness it didn't crack the plastic. We got super lucky, but if it did, I would have had to buy a new a new cover for it. $200 later for some plastic and whatever you want to call it, graphics. Let's see. Oh yeah, your ice chute, another piece that tends to crack a lot, and customers don't care about your machine. They just want their ice and water, and next thing you know, this baby cracks and you got to replace it, or it gets moldy because you don't clean it, unfortunately. You looking at $390. Another expensive piece is for the water. Taps into your water. It helps. It's the UV ballast. And then let's see, barrel saddle. That's just the plastic piece that goes around the barrel. I've heard some real horror stories of guys the barrel would fall. Next thing you know, their hole right here is just all your ice is gone. And it's a pain. It's not like you can just take that barrel out of the machine all willy-nilly and put it back in. So some guys, it broke, like the plastic, so they had to buy a new piece, or they had to rig something themselves, because that's not really, I wouldn't say that's them doing the labor to replace it isn't under warranty, but if it was under warranty, they could at least send you a new saddle. So what this is the barrel rotates on the inside of this, and it rotates, and there's like a slot in the barrel that dumps the ice out, basically. And it's constantly getting used when the barrel spins. It's a lot of pressure. You gotta think that thing's holding 500 pounds of ice. It's moving. Let's see, go through the rest of these pages real quick. Not all of them have photos, so I can't show you everything, but give you an idea just what stuff costs. Oh, here we go. Electrical sub panel with transformer and breakers. This is a big one. Is there a picture? No. So there's a transformer on the inside of the machine that's supposed to regulate the power. Again, my problem was I had too much power going into the machine, so the sub panel and the transformer and the breakers is what kept popping. And again, I can't stress this enough. I was under warranty. I was so lucky. But if I was out of my year warranty, I would be spending $580 to replace that. Thank goodness I only had to replace it one time and it was covered. But man, what a little pricey ticket for a box that's not even, you could hold it in the palm of your hand. Same for the breakers. And if you go to change it yourself, disclaimer again, turn your power off. Double check make sure your power is off. I'm no electrician, but you don't want to be electrocuting yourself when you go changing this stuff out. Got a couple more pages just to see what else is out there. What I always thought was funny was the graphic bundle. You can kind of work with Everest and they'll design you something, and their work is good. I'm not knocking them there as far as quality goes, but damn, $2,000 for a package bundle. You could probably go on Canva or Vistaprint and design something yourself for a lot cheaper, or go to your local marketing guy and see what they can do for you. And then they want you to, another option was a logo design for $750. Go on Fiverr, have some dude, pay a dude $100 to get a logo. If it's really that important to you. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe they charge that much. So Fiverr, Fiverr.com, and just type in logo design, and you'll get thousands of people who design logos. Don't go wasting your money on that, for sure, as an upfront cost. Let's see. A little door tray lift. $45 for a little plastic piece. Come on, that's crazy. You'll see some other crazy prices in here. Everest yearly replacement bundle, almost $11.50. And there's no picture. Like, I couldn't imagine spending $1,150 on a picture. I don't even know what it looks like. Your water housing, I always feel like that was pretty solid plastic piece. And don't forget to clean this out if you do have a machine. There's a little screw in the middle here It's super Phillips head, I'm pretty sure. You can pop that off and bleach it and just kind of clean that out because it does get nasty. Again, I was in an RV park, so the lawn guy didn't really care, and he would blow a bunch of grass and dirt in there, and I'm like, well, that's my water. I don't want that when people come to fill their water up. So I was having to clean that pretty regularly. But if it does, the housing does happen to break, because it's cheap plastic, it'll cost you about $60. Let's see. No, there's no pictures here. I can really show you just more pricing. And we got the last page. Yeah, additional panels, custom graphic panel, $500. So just do your research before you go buying anything or whatnot. That's pretty much what this week's video was about, is just warranties, what it costs once you're outside of your warranties. Don't think you're married to the Everest part store. They do have everything you're gonna need, and if it's not proprietary, like their particular graphic or whatever the case may be, try to go find it somewhere else just to save you some money. And then the feather flags, my goodness, $230. Go on Amazon. I'll see if I can find the one that I used and bought. I think it was $50, and it was beautiful. Nice design. Don't go paying $230 for some flags to stick in front of your machine. There's so many options out there. But hope you enjoyed this week's video. Like and subscribe. Drop a comment below if you want me to have another topic, and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.